Once upon a time, in the year 1894, when roads were narrow and nights were darker than men were honest, there lived a man who worked far from where he slept. Each evening, after the sun had sunk into the land like a dying ember, he drove the same lonely road home, horse and carriage creaking beneath him, lantern swaying softly, the world ahead swallowed by fog. That night felt wrong from the very beginning. The air was too still. No insects sang. No wind followed the river. Ahead of him lay the bridge, a long overhead crossing built of iron and rotting timber, stretching across a massive river that locals avoided speaking about. The water beneath it did not rush. It waited. Black, wide, silent. As the carriage rolled onto the bridge, the lantern flickered. That was when he saw her. She stood near the center of the bridge, unmoving, her back turned toward him. A woman, barefoot. Her dress clung tightly to her body, heavy and dark, as if it had been soaked and never dried. Long hair hung down her back in damp strands, dripping steadily onto the wooden planks below. People did not wait on bridges at night. Not in 1894, not over that river. Still, leaving someone alone in the cold felt wrong. He called out, asking if she was lost, if she needed help. She did not turn. She only nodded. When she finally faced him, the lantern revealed skin far too pale, lips tinged faintly blue, eyes dark and glassy like river stones. She asked for a ride. Her voice was soft, distant, as though it had traveled a long way to reach him. He hesitated, only a moment, then helped her into the carriage. The instant she sat beside him, the air changed. Cold crept in. Not night cold, but damp, clinging cold. The smell followed it. Stagnant water, river weeds, something submerged too long. Her hands trembled. Her dress dripped. Small puddles formed beneath her feet. "You're freezing," he said, offering his coat. She accepted without looking at him. The bridge ended, but the river did not. The road curved along its length, trees bending inward like listening ears. With every mile, the woman seemed heavier. The carriage strained. "You fell into the river," he said. She nodded. "I didn't mean to." Her reflection did not appear in the glass beside them. Only his own face stared back. They rode in silence. Her voice returned now and then, gentle questions, soft familiarity. And though dread coiled in him, something else grew. Comfort, connection. Then she said, quietly, "Stop here." The carriage halted before a wrought iron gate, a cemetery. Headstones leaned, names eaten by time. The gate stood open. The river smell thickened. He turned to speak. The seat beside him was empty. No wet dress, no footprints, no puddles, only the coat folded neatly. A voice brushed his ear. "Do not turn around. Do not look at the back seat. Do not look at what followed you from the river." The carriage shifted, as if something moved behind him. The lantern dimmed. "She rode with you because you were kind. She stayed because she was lonely. And now, you must choose whether you will leave alone. By morning, the carriage stood at the cemetery gate, empty, soaked, reeking of river water. 2 sets of footprints led inside. Only one ever came back out. They say the river never gives back what it takes. But that isn't true. Sometimes it sends something to look for company. So if you ever find yourself alone at night, crossing a bridge that smells of water, and someone is standing there waiting, do not stop. Because she remembers who was kind. That's it. No explanation, no relief. The threat lands after the story is over, exactly where it should.